Hello, friends. It's the Cinemondo podcast with Kathy and Mark and me. You guys like science fiction?
Sometimes.
It's always one of those things where you talk to people, they either love it or they don't get it, they get it, or they don't get it, or you say, do you like science fiction? And they say, or something. They don't like ray guns and, or they think Game of Thrones is science fiction. It's like there's so much misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Poor science fiction.
Poor science. That's such a hard time.
Yeah.
Mostly though, is horror and sci-fi are a lot of times lumped together because sci-fi can be very horrific sometimes. So I think that's why I like it. So part of it too is I love the science aspect of sci-fi.
Yes.
So that's the fun part. So what was also very exciting that I love is Ryan Gosling. So Ryan Gosling and sci-fi together, it seems like a match made in heaven.
Well, he's done it before. I love his Blade Runner.
That's right. So good.
Yeah.
He can pull it off. And this, if you remember the 2015 film The Martian starring Matt Damon, that was based on a book by Andy Weir. And this is also from a book that Andy Weir wrote in 2021 called Project Hail Mary. And that is the film we're going to take a trailer with. And it's stars Ryan Gosling. And it's directed by Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, who did like the Spider-Verse films and the Lego movie and some other stuff. Which is kind of, and they have a great sensibility. So it'll be interesting how they bring it to live action. And Drew Goddard wrote the screenplay. He also wrote the Martian screenplay and Cloverfield and World War Z. So some really good people behind this movie. Which
well, we did a reaction to the first trailer. A trailer for this movie came out like months ago.
Yeah.
And when we did, we got a lot of people commenting that the book was one of their favorite books ever. So since then, and now that this is coming out soon, I don't want to totally finish it before the movie comes out, but I started reading it. I love it. Thank you, everyone who suggested that I read the book because it's so good. So I'm really liking that. I just love the whole science aspect of it. A lot of hard science, but he's saying in a really funny way, like the narration and the thoughts in his head are really funny. So really enjoying it. It seems like a perfect combination with Ryan Gosling, who kind of brings humor like that.
Yeah, and human character type stuff that he brings, which is always good. That's the thing with science fiction. A lot of hard sci-fi gets criticized for not having very good characters or character. There's a lot of classic hard sci-fi books and books by beloved writers, even like Arthur C. Clarke and people like that, who people say, "Oh, I love Rendezvous with Rama. It's my favorite book," but the characters, not so much. A lot of times it's a this or that thing with hard sci-fi. Some of the sci-fi has good characters, but the science isn't cool, or the science is really, really good, but the characters are no good.
Well, you can't have science without humanity.
Right.
So I think when you try and do that, it gets very cold and chilly and you don't care. And so now what you can really do, what I think they did in the second Blade Runner with Ryan Gosling, is I feel like you really cared about characters.
Yeah.
So I think that's a way to do that. And I think any science fiction movie that does that and brings characters like that you care about to the screen and not just props who are kind of acting stuff out, I think that really helps. So high hopes for this one.
And same with The Martian. I mean, you cared about Matt Damon's character.
Yeah.
How does he get off? How does he survive? And it was just, it's just basically him. It's mostly the film. So how do you do that for 2 hours? So I feel like this is
actor.
And care for him. So I think that's what we got here. So I'm
Let's
interested
find
in checking it out. Let's do it.
Did they pull it off? Let's find out from this trailer. We don't know yet, but the first trailer was pretty great and had that.
We'll be the judge of that.
Yeah, no, it's so true.
All right, ready?
All right,
hold the work and.
Oh my God.
Is that me?
Oh, the Oasis song giving me chills.
I need you to come with us. The sun is dying. You have a doctorate in molecular biology.
And I ride a bike to work. And it's not for exercise.
If we do nothing, everything on this planet will go extinct, including us.
My ship.
Oh.
I'm Grace. I'm gonna call you Rocky. So, I met an alien. He's a genius engineer. And if I can't understand what he's saying, he puts on a little puppet show for me and my tiny brain. And you know what? I don't mind it.
Tiny brain.
His planet's dying too. We're here for the same reason. Grace, Rocky, save stars. Am I expendable? It's almost like you don't care if I die. Hold on, you have to talk about it?
Hold on.
The consensus here is that it would be preferable if you did not die.
Thanks, guys.
You're a great scientist, Dr. Grace. And a great human being. The world is counting on you.
It's now or never. Call it fist bump, by the way. This my bump. No, it's fist bump. It's not the same.
Oh my God. That made me want to cry. Obviously, they brought in humanity. Maybe it was the music. I don't know, but that was just like killing me. Oh my God, that was so good.
I absolutely love stories, science fiction stories, where people interact and try to communicate or understand alien creatures, because and when they're not just, I mean, I love Star Trek, I love Star Wars, but when in Star Trek, when the Klingons show up, or when the Vulcans show up, and they're just like humans with different hairstyles and slightly different ears, but they all speak English. And I mean, I love that in its way. But what I really love is when a story presents as far as we know, realistic-ish idea of what alien life might be, which is completely different from us. Looks completely different culture, different way of interacting with reality in the world, and breathes in a different way, isn't the same.
Like Arrival.
How do you
the aliens in Arrival?
Yes,
the Arrival is a classic example. I love that film. And 2001 Space Odyssey, they're so strange we don't even know that they're there, And in this one, it seems like that's the story, which I've always loved, the idea that that's the source of a good story, is trying to understand something that's so different from yourself, and then realizing, oh, we have some things in common.
Yes. We may not look the same. We may not be all made of carbon and water. We don't know. It's like, but we have the same needs and wants, and that's just to live.
And we both evolved, and therefore have survived, and therefore have developed these habits and these traits and behaviors that help us survive. And part of that, I think, a natural element is compassion. I think that's I think that's hardwired. I think it's a base thing that only people who are broken don't have it. And I think the natural state of life, evolved life and other life, a lot of times is compassion. That's my theory.
The trailer, I think the trailer works because you can tell it's a big story. There's stuff that's happening on Earth. There's stuff that's happening on the space station. He's got long hair in one shot, so he's probably been up there for a while. So it feels like a big story, even though basically a lot of it's going to take place between him and the alien on this spaceship. So it just feels, that's how the trailer worked for me. Like, there's a lot here, even though you get the gist of the story, but what really happens, we have no idea, which is exactly what you want out of a trailer. So well done.
And there's that sort of idea that aliens are automatically evil, must be killed.
Right.
And so what I liked about this is this alien kind of seems to, in the trailer, kind of approach in a gentle way, like in a, and so it's kind of this wake up call of like, oh, not all aliens want to kill us. So I love that idea that you don't have to treat everything that you encounter, whether it's, in outer space or on the planet, as something that need to be killed or survive. Like we always think anything that's not human is like a foe or an opponent. But I love in this where it seems like, this alien has the same concerns he does, which is that the suns are dying everywhere because of some kind of fungus. And so that's like, they have reasons to join forces and like help each other. And so I love that idea, even though he was very different. The ship is spectacular.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, very different too. But I love that idea. And so that they can work together and hopefully get him back to Earth, because he's really far out there and probably can't make a trip back. It's kind of my guess. So that's why his hair is getting long. But I love that idea. It's so good. And it feels, like you said, feels so epic. And boy, that Oasis song did not hurt.
Yeah.
So good.
Well, one thing I appreciate too, working in special effects and things like that and conceptual things on shows, is the idea that when you're hired on a show like this, you're one of your, if you're concept artist, you're told, probably being told by the art department or the director, writer, producers, I want you to create something that's never been seen before. And I want you to create an alien that looks like it has existed for thousands of years. It's evolved from just like us and is just as complicated, maybe more complicated than we are. Yeah. Go ahead now and draw some pictures and bring, let's see them later this afternoon. And, the idea of of the concept artists coming up with designs in this that look different. I mean, I'm so tired of seeing aliens that kind of look a little bit like H.R. Giger's Alien, and other kind of insectoid things. And it's nice to kind of see something outside of what we've seen before. And I feel like that spaceship that you mentioned, you said the spaceship looks beautiful. It's like, I haven't seen a spaceship that looked like that. And and the little sculptures that he made are reminiscent of the spaceship. So it's almost like that's how they make things. That's their design aesthetic, and however they do it. I don't do they extrude some kind of secreted resin like the alien in Ridley Scott's movie, or do they have like rapid prototypers built into their bodies or something? It's like, it's so cool to concept ideas like that. And I love it when I see a movie or trailer where it looks like they went there. They went somewhere that I have not seen before. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what else they do with it.
3/20/26. Not too far off. That'd be very exciting.
Just in time for my birthday.
Oh, cool. My God, it is. Oh my God, that's so cool. But yeah, this looks really good. They got a perfect actor for this because he's instantly likable. He's like one of those guys, you just like him no matter what's happening. And he seems really funny in this. It's like my tiny brain. So really funny. So they're letting you know this is going to be fun. It's not going to be too scary. It'll be a little scary. It's going to be kind of epic, serious stuff. But we're going to have Ryan Gosling to make us feel better.
Space is inherently scary. That's another thing that is interesting to explore as well. Just the idea of surviving in space. Yeah.
Like, oh, and we have a poster. We looked at this poster too, like on our other version of this, but we can look at it again where it looks like he's looking out the window. And now we have more context where it's like, is he looking out the window at the spaceship or the alien who just arrived? So you have a little bit of that, and there's zero gravity. He's upside down. His hair is like a little fluffier because it's there's no gravity. Yeah, and I like, and they give the credits. The Martian, the Spider-Verse. They give the director and the writer big credit up there with Gosling. So. Yeah, looks great. And of course, he looks amazing for a guy who's stuck in outer space. There you go. I love the horse sail. What does that say? Horse shoe bend. Okay.
Horseshoe bend. Yeah, it must be some race.
Looks like a racetrack or something.
Yeah.
So I guess he got to bring his own clothes.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Who knows? It's probably some random clothes he has to wear. So anyway, let us know what you think. Are you excited? Do you think this is going to do the book justice?
Have you read the book?
Have you read the book? What'd you think? Because people seem to love it. So I'm anxious to hear more about it. Don't spoil it.
Yeah, no spoilers.
All right. See you later.
Bye everybody.
Bye.